This video is brought to you by the lovely sponsors below. Thank you so much for your support.
We made it in here without a hitch. I'm almost impressed with how well this is going. You seem like you know this place pretty well, Napoleon.
That's because this isn't my first time here.
What?
I believe you heard me the first time, little lady.
Then are you saying that you tried to attack this place by yourself?
Bingo.
Are you insane? You do realize that this queen of theirs commands an entire fleet of Valkyries and Giants, right?
And of course I knew that, just as I'm sure you can guess, my first attempt ended in failure.
Really now? Never would have guessed.
You never cease to amuse me, little lady. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were worried about me for a moment.
You're imagining things.
I'm sure. Regardless of how you feel on the matter, it was a necessary risk. Searching for ways to infiltrate the enemy base is a key tactic for surprise attacks. The Valkyries occupy the sky above, you see. With that in mind, finding an entrance through an underground passage is much safer. Less security as well.
Yes, I suppose when you factor that, it was worth it in the end.
Something on your mind?
Just don't do something stupid like that on your own again. Okay?
So you were concerned for me?
Shut up. Was not.
In either case, we best prepare ourselves for what's to come. Just because we managed to get past the army doesn't mean we're out of the woods. The Queen Encryptor overseeing this land no doubt knows we are here. An encounter is unavoidable. Must be ready, kids.
Right.
So, you've arrived. I knew it was only a matter of time before you all showed up.
Ophelia? We're here for the paper moon you stole from us.
Mashu, it's been such a long time, hasn't it? 2 years, if I recall. So much has happened since then.
It has been.
You've changed a great deal since we last saw each other. I am happy to see you are well.
And yet you stand in our way. You have no right to address Mashu like that.
Nina, it's okay.
But, Mashu...
I have some things to say to her too.
If you insist.
You're right. I have changed. In more ways than I ever dreamed possible. I remember when I would just bow my head and do whatever was asked of me without a second thought. But that's no longer the case. All of my experiences thus far shaped me into who I am at this very moment. Adventures I wish I could share with you, Ophelia. There are so many things I wish I could have changed about myself back then. My one regret is not getting to know you, or the other members of Team A before tragedy struck.
I see. I too share the same sentiments as you, Mashu. I wish that I could be able to speak to you at length about everything. However, that is impossible. Your journey will end here. That much is certain.
So, you say you wish to talk to her, yet you also tell her that such a thing is impossible? She's been through enough heartache without you sending her mixed signals, Ophelia.
You understand nothing.
You may be right about that, but I know a coward when I see one. And she's standing right in front of me.
How dare you!
No, little lady. I believe that's enough. There's no need to continue throwing words at Ophelia like that.
What? Napoleon, what are you talking about? She's our enemy.
An enemy she may be, and that isn't all. She's more than that.
Okay. Care to elaborate?
I probably should have informed you kids of this sooner, but Ophelia over here is actually my fiancé.
You're what?
Little lady, if I didn't know any better, I almost think you enjoy making me repeat myself. I know my voice is charming and all, but...
Will you knock it off for a second? What do you mean by fiancé?
Exactly what I said.
I can't with you right now. Are you crazy? She's the enemy. Surely you could do better.
I beg your pardon?
Your infatuation with women is going to come back and bite you one day. I swear. And Ophelia, of all people!
What he says isn't true.
Huh?
Human traditions such as marriage or engagements mean nothing to me now that I am a cryptor. Just the very thought—
But you didn't say no!
My silence should have been more than enough of an indication that I was not interested.
Ah, but that is where you are wrong, Ophelia. Not giving an answer is basically another form of saying yes.
That's not how it works!
Enough of this. Saber,
Sigurd.
I will not allow you to toy with me further.
A mystic eye! Tristan!
I do not observe thy brilliance!
My cannon, it's jammed?
Such a shame. Without your cannon, you lack a weapon to fight against my knight. Now, Saber!
Napoleon!
That is far enough, Ophelia.
Is that the queen we've been hearing so much about?
I believe this show has gone on long enough. I will not repeat myself, Ophelia. Order your servant to stand down.
But, Your Highness,
My word is law in this land. You, more than anyone, should know that.
Very well.
Now then, heroes of pan-human history, I must commend you for making it this far into my castle. However, it is time for me to put an end to this. It would pain me to see my children fight amongst themselves after all.
Your children?
Indeed. Everyone who resides in this land are my beloved children. I love all of them dearly. Here in this lost belt, there are two things I always ask myself. Will I love, or will I kill? Rejoice, for I have chosen to love you all. Your lives will be spared on this day.
What's happening? Mashu?
Troublesome. I'm unable to move.
You too, Napoleon?
Worry not, my children. I will assure that no suffering shall befall you. I have reserved a special place in my dungeons for you to call home. Kneel before me in thanks. You have nothing to fear any longer.